What up, DC? What's going on here, man?
What's good with
Man, nothing much, man. We're gonna hit you with a couple of questions. First of all, how did you come up with the name DC?
you? DC is a birth nickname from my first name and my middle name.
Okay, and that would be if you want to say it, or you
No,
don't want to say it.
I'm saving that for my next project.
Okay. What was one of your first experiences that made you want to become a rapper?
Crosswords. Y'all know that's my father. Caught one of his shows when I was a youngin'. And that's about it. Like I was inspired and I followed up on that. So
Cool. Okay. If you had to describe yourself from a rap standpoint, and let's say a martial artist, how would you say, or what martial artist name would you put your rap skills in the same bout as?
you mean as in what, boxing, UFC, something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a tough one. I mean, boxing wise, I'm cool with James Toney, Roy Jones Jr. Mayweather cool with me, but I don't know if I'm that cocky. I mean, as far as rapping go, I'm gonna be like I'm the best MC I've ever heard.
Word.
So regardless of who I may listen to or who I work with, UFC wise, and I mean I roll with what's my man name? Chuck Little, Liddell, whatever, I can't remember.
Yeah, Liddell. Yeah.
Tito Ortiz, and Anderson Silva.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that's MMA and boxing is my two favorite sports. So
Okay.
and niggas know I like to fight a lot. So
If we're gonna go with the boxing thing, how is MCing and boxing similar?
oh man, really, so the way I calibrate boxing into doing my bars, like I will stand up in the studio and swing at the air and get my mind right. I mean, so I shadow box. When I get down the right bars, depending on how I feel at the time, lets me know if I'm going aggressive, be subtle, as if I was in a fight, but I want to be on the offensive side or be a defensive fighter at one point in time. And see where I can find my advantages at, depending on who my opponents are. Basically, other MCs that I'm on the track with or any MC outside of my camp.
Okay, if you had to be a pair of sneakers, what pair of sneakers would you be?
A pair of sneakers. What? Nah.
Yeah.
Pair of sneakers, really?
Yeah.
I like Air Force Ones,
Okay.
but I wouldn't want to be a sneaker. Nah, cause niggas ain't finna walk on me. Nah.
I just mean instead of for the standpoint of saying this sneaker is the flyest sneaker ever made, and I would compare myself to that.
Nah, that's crazy. I'd rather compare myself to a vehicle, man.
Okay.
Like nigga,
What vehicle? What vehicle?
I'm like a Murcielago
Wow.
to a Honda Civic. I ain't too big on fashion. I ain't too big on materialistic things. So,
Word.
yeah.
Okay, what's more important to you in life? What's the most important thing to you in life? Money. Truth?
Honesty.
Okay.
You can't live life being a liar. You can fake it till you make it, but like my man Heavy said, you be lost in the matrix. Real talk, like, and I felt him on that. Coming from the way I am, I feel that truth does everything for you. Whether or not it's good or bad, you learn from whatever. So.
Okay, you had a outstanding big standout verse on your song called Marvelous Phenomenon on the Motown versus A-Rap Music CD. How did it even come about, you being on the song? Because I mean, you know, the way...
I mean, it was like, to me it was last minute.
Yeah.
But me and Motown got into an argument a few days, I think, probably a couple months after that, honestly.
Yeah.
I was in the studio, him and Oz was dropping a joint, and I had came along for the ride, and I ended up doing a verse out in the middle of nowhere. So I dropped the verse, and I actually had more bars written, but the beat ended, so I just had to cut it.
Wow.
I mean, so I left it on there. I liked the way I put it in, and I mean, I just crushed the track, man.
Okay. You got a favorite? Can you name a favorite hip hop album of yours?
A favorite hip hop album? That's a tough one. As far as hip hop goes, outside of my camp, I barely listen to artists. But I'm gonna go with Helter Skelter.
Okay.
What album was it? Dirt, the Incredible Rap Scene.
Wow, yeah, that's a dope album. That's a dope album right there.
Yeah, Rock is one of the dopest artists I think I've ever heard. I like Sean Price too, but I'll take Rock over Sean Price. No disrespect to Pete.
Word. Okay, do you have any talents outside of music?
Oh yeah. I box my ass off.
Okay.
Knock niggas' heads off all the time. I love fighting. For some reason niggas love fighting DC, so DC love fighting niggas.
Okay, like if you had to describe your rap style in one word, what one word would you use?
Dope.
Dope?
Dope.
Okay, okay. How do you come up with concepts for songs?
I use my life as a concept, period. So if it's not on my CD, besides my life, I would probably use MCs that I see, or well, rappers. Every rapper is not an MC. So I'd use some rappers that I don't like, and I make a verse up about them, how whack they are, how better I am compared to them. Any other time, if I'm doing a track with somebody else, if they can come up with the concept, I'll come up with the verse and lay it down.
Okay, you're an artist on Love Long Records. How did that come about?
Love Long Records. Well, this how it happened. My pops and Crocker had already known each other. So I ended up going to visit my pops on a day, and Crocker happened to be there. And right off the bat, me and Crocker hit it off like bam.
Cool.
So me and Crocker got to talking. He heard a CD that I didn't release. I guess he found it to be dope, and that's how it happened. Ever since then, we stayed in touch, and I put out a project through Love On Records, and ever since then, I've been the artist on the label. Okay,
so another question is, how did you become a member of Department H?
Long story, man. Motown, pretty much. Came out the middle of nowhere, passing out partnerships, I guess that's how I'm gonna say it. I mean, and yeah, I don't want to say that I wasn't ready for it. I've always liked working on my own, so the group effort thing became like, it's nothing new to me, because you know I'm part of the Bastards also. So I mean, I ain't hold no rebuttal against them. I did my thing, and that's that.
Okay, what does the name Department H mean to you?
Well, Department H, I used to read comic books a lot, and Department H was a comic book that I read. That's when I had asked Motown. I was asking him if that's where he got the name from. So he told me, yeah, and I thought to myself, like, I hated the comic book.
Right.
But I guess I wouldn't hate the group because I've worked with these artists multiple times, so it was cool. I don't really, I don't feel any type of excitement right now. I guess we have to wait and work with each other a little bit more.
Yeah.
And come up with some group songs, because we only had a few of them that it was like me, Motown, Oz, then there was Oz and Luck, then there was not Oz and Luck, Oz, Luck, and Motown. Then there was Motown, Luck, Motown, Melee. Then we had Croc and Cross. But I mean, as far as it goes, I think the next CD, if that comes about, then we'll have more group work on there.
Okay, how do you feel, because we fresh off of, you know, this big hip-hop event, we ain't even say the name of it, but how do you feel about the current state of hip-hop right now?
I feel like a fan again. Like, I'm always gonna be a fan, but I feel like a bigger fan than I was. Like, I was actually starting to lose my interest in it, besides the people that I work with. Like, I guess you could say hip-hop is actually becoming more saturated. But I really can't explain it. I'm just saying that I feel like a fan again. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna ask like a crazy question, like an off the wall question. Like, what was your favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject in school? English.
English?
Yeah, I like literature. I like to read. I'm a big fan of Shakespeare's works. And I mean, I don't think it gets any better than English. English is one of my favorites. I like to write. I like to put my imagination to work. So English is one of my favorite subjects.
Okay, question. Off the wall. Would you ever do a song with Chief Keef?
Next question. Nah, man. Come on, man. Niggas know who man. I'm not finna. No disrespect to Chief Keef, man. You do what you want to do. I mean, like, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I don't care. Like, I'm not a fan. I wouldn't. Next question, man.
Okay. Give me 4 bars that you feel like represent you from a song that you recorded or gonna record.
You want to see through the eyes of a monster to gain knowledge of what it's used to. Check my lids until you get to the sight of my pupils. Speaking how I feel until I'm laid as a maggot's meal. Regardless how these faggots feel, I'm not impressed by yapping skills.
Okay. Have you ever recorded a song and didn't like it?
No.
Okay.
If that was the case, I wouldn't have wrote it. Nah, for real. Like, I guess I recorded tracks with people, and the songs that we did, I didn't like the outcome. That'd probably be it. But as far as anything else, I got solo works. No, I have no problem with any song I've ever written.
Okay, how would you describe the difference in hip hop scene in South Carolina and as opposed to Atlanta?
South Carolina, the people in like the hip hop scene, not too many people give it a chance. Atlanta, it's a huge difference. Most people support local hip hop. Some of them, depending on what you do with your hip hop, like how you are as an MC or an artist, they'll support it or not. But South Carolina, it's not really like that. You get around a certain amount of artists, and the artists that you work with, once y'all gain a personal liking of each other, that's when it becomes like they'll listen to you, and their fans can become your fans. But if you're not with certain artists, some people just don't even want to hear it. But,
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
I hope that we can grow out of that.
Tell me one of your favorite moments that has happened in hip hop for you so far.
Performing with Croc and Cross, that might have to be it. As far as well, I guess that as far as performances go, doing music with other artists such as the Department H artists and Love Long Records artists, that actually helped me like stay on course with what I want to do. I honestly wouldn't I don't think that I would actually want to be into this as I am if it wasn't for the artists that I've worked with. But yeah, that answers your question. That's as far as I can go with that.
Okay, like what's one of your goals in being in this rap game?
A goal. Well, that's crazy. I set high goals for myself, so as far as anything, I'm gonna say to change hip hop.
Wow.
Like to bring it, I can't say bring it back, cause it's not going anywhere. It's just people don't look for it as much. So rise it to the surface. I mean, take the cloak off of it.
Okay, what upcoming projects do you have that you're working on?
Pressure Point 2. I mean, I'm working on an album. Haven't thought of a title for it yet. I'm taking it one step at a time. I don't want to rush anything. But as far as projects go, that'll be about it. Me and Mota should be doing something soon. You can look out for a few singles that might be dropping. I'm gonna do a track with Heavy. I'm trying to get into working with Melee, but he has a very fat schedule. and it's hard to work with Melee because he has a certain way he likes to do things, but I like the way he does it. It's cool. Like, he takes his time and get everything he wants to be done in the right amount of time. When he sets a deadline, he makes sure he makes it. He's a very precise artist.
Okay, if you had 3 wishes, what are the 3 wishes?
You know, I've been asked this question before. I don't. Wishes.
3.
I wish some rappers were dead.
God dang.
Nah, I don't wish that for nobody, man. I wish some artists would actually stop rapping though, for real. Like, I wish mainstream music was different, and I wish radios would take local artists' music into the radio stations and play it more often. Like, some local artists could at least get one track on the radio, and it could change some people's lives. But I mean, I ain't never been big on wishes, man. I make most of the stuff I wish would happen.
Okay, UFC or professional boxing?
Man, UFC.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I like seeing the blood. Yeah.
Okay, Rampage Jackson or Tito Ortiz?
I don't know, man. We a dope fight. For real, like I would actually want to be the ref of that fight, just to be like right there. I'm gonna call it a draw. Reason being, I would hate to see either one of them lose. Like it would have to be a very close fight. I'll say that much.
Okay, knockout or takedown?
Neither.
Neither?
Decision.
Decision?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I like to see the fight in entirety. Most of the time, though, if I see a knockout, it'll rise me to my feet, depending on how it happens. Sometimes I think some niggas throw fights, but I ain't gonna speak on that.
Okay, so as far as the Department H situation go, what do you think you bring to Department H that's like, let's say, different than anybody else in the group?
I like the fight, man. Like, my track, Dot was the track that I was speaking on mostly about fighting. Like, everywhere I go, I feel like I have to fight. Or at least look at someone in a violent way so they would stop looking at me in a violent way. I bring speed and aggression. As far as everything else, like everybody else has the characteristics, I guess, that I'm missing, whatever they may be. Yeah, that'll probably sum that up for me.
Okay, like
I bring young freshness.
Okay.
Since I'm the youngest one on the tape. You know?
Word. Okay, so how is it recording at Jack Rip Studios? Because I heard it's different than a lot of studios. Wow.
Jack Rip's he's a cool dude. I'm talking about when I was recording with Motown. This, man, I don't know how many of y'all probably seen the video, man. Had me mad. I'm in here, I've already done written like 24 bars, man.
Word.
and I'm having to cut some out so I can make it 16, and it's just because Motown wanted to have a standard song, but I tried to explain to him. But it doesn't matter, man. Like I got the track done. I dropped my verse. I crushed it, and I mean, working with Rip is quick, it's easy, and it's a job well done.
Cool. Okay, I noticed that you're very introspective on your songs. Where does that come from?
I like putting my perspective in a way for people to understand it. So, me giving you an insight on what my life is like and what my thoughts are when I think about things that I deal with, the people that I hang around, and I mean, I've never been a big hide the truth kind of person. Like I can be discreet at times, but I'm not gonna lie to like spare people's feelings. I try not to anyway.
Okay. We're gonna wrap it up. How can people follow your music, get in contact with you, know what you got going on?
Follow me on Twitter. I mean, DcDman, DcYaman. I don't play video games that often, but I mean, I hop on there now and then. You want to play something, you hit me up. Check me out on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. Go to lovelongrecords.com. All my links will be on there. And straight up, that's how I go.
DC, we thank you for taking this time with us today. You know what I'm saying, doing this interview. And I know all the fans out there appreciate your contributions.
I don't have fans, man.
But you got them.
I got family.
Word up.
Yeah.
All right, we out of here.